from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie, Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. And off we go from Glendale. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Schultz, the motion man. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, 49ers.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
Handoff now for Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Niners 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And now it's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now he'll work his way out right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down. Gain of 13 as they convert by a good 3 yards on that 4th and long. A quick throw going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball?
And he barrels his way into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, San Francisco. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Nice carry for King Henry. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Gonna go right back to Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, it's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. He'll give it, going left. There's Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's in! Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7.
Tyler Boone set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes on first down. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he's into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, 49ers. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
His kick is good.
Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Out to his right. Off he goes.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll run it with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
37-yard line.
That's caught left side by Ingram. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
On the give, here's Henry. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 22 now, here's second and 9. Williams going to give it up on a pop pass. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and
Looking to
1.
keep a promising drive alive. It is third and a yard. Williams. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll take this one in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
On is Luke to add the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Cardinals will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 and is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the
From the 43, here's second and 2. To throw is Mahomes. Forced out wide. He's going to keep it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
And the 49er
On first down, it's Mahomes. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. On second down, Mahomes. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 52 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal.
to second
gun. Here's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Exiting the pocket right. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and it'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this first half.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down. And that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down. Here's Williams. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Throwing again, Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. Here's the run. And he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 16 on the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. First down throw, Mahomes. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
A play fake. Now Williams. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's caught once again by Ingram. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, it's Williams. He's got room to roam, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
2 yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Henry. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Again, it'll be Henry. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
What is up?
Now Williams. That is caught, and he's got another one. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year, and his third of this game. The extra point, up and good. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. Go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Room to run past midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Forced to his right. He'll let this go for Pickens. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards. Harvey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
At their own 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. He'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere. And they went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
12 yards.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd.
First and 10.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Cardinals, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Henry tries to pull his way in.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of it.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Cardinals. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage.
49ers 31. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Schultz, the motion man. A run with Harvey. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold him to a gain of 2.
St. Juice on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Pickens. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
Here's Harvey. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st down, 49ers.
On the give, this is Harvey. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, 49ers. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
for 1st and 10. Here's Henry. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd down. It's out quick. It's Cup on the RPO. First brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Henry. Yeah. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
Even worry on the stop.
They'll run. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Here is 1st and goal.
Jordan.
Here's Williams now to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage.
42, 49ers 38. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one up top for Dobbs. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big one here in the 4th quarter. A pickup of 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Attack!
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
San Francisco.
Attack! Yellow!
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
42.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Here's first down.
Vegas, Vegas! Yes, 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 yes!
Here we go. One final play. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.